Obviously, losing someone like J.P. O'Connor, who's a national champ, and Louis Caputo, who's a multiple-time All-American from our roster from last year, you would think it would be painful, but I feel really good about this squad as far as we got some guys coming back from injury, and we're going to go through the lineup right now. At 125, we bring back Stephen Keith, who was a freshman national qualifier last year, did a great job. Really came into his own throughout the season. Had some bumps in the beginning of the year and wrestled his best by far at the end of the year. So I'm excited that after he had a great spring as well on freestyle circuit. So excited that he brings back. Sam Waters, a freshman from New Jersey, joins us and gives us some depth at that weight, which we really haven't had too much depth. So I'm excited about that. 133, we bring Shea Warren, comes back from his 2-year mission. Very excited about this because Shea was so good his first year as a freshman 3 years ago, and I couldn't wait to see what would happen when he came back and get him in the mix. And he really hasn't missed a beat. He's extremely competitive and really gives us a lot at 133. So he's gotten a lot of the rust off, with not being on the mat for a couple years, and he looks great. I'm anxious to see him get out there and compete. And Furman Mendez is back again for his senior year, giving us some depth at 133. So the next two weight classes, 141, 149. We're fortunate to have some depth at both these weight classes, which is good. 141, we have both sophomores, Tony Buxton and Paul Aguori. Both were injured last year, so they didn't really get a lot of matches their freshman year. Tony missed much of the second semester with a concussion, but he's back and looking great. And Paulie missed a chunk with a bad ankle sprain, so he's back. So it gives us some options on those two guys. They're very competitive people, so it's going to be fun. And we also brought in two freshmen that were certified at 141. I see them eventually growing in Joe Alley, he's from Franklin, Mass., and Joe Marino is from Pennsylvania. So these two guys, the plan is to kind of get them bigger. But right now they're at 41. It gives them some options. 49, we have the return of Corey Jansen, which we couldn't wait to get this going. He took a year off last year, just had a great year of training and really matured and come back. And he looks, in my opinion, better than ever in a lot of areas. He's really come a long way. He's a big leader on the team. I'm really excited about that. So he's got high goals, and he's not going to surprise me on anything that he accomplishes this year. So it's going to be fun getting him going. Missed him a lot last year. 157 pounds, we have Walter Peppelman coming back from, he was injured last year and had to take the second semester out of school. So he comes back, which we missed him. And he moves up a weight class, which is so much better for him at 157 pounds. He started at 49 last year. He's a leader on the team, he's a co-captain, and he looks great. So I'm anxious to get him going. We also have senior Jackson Salavara, who really he walked on the team last year, and he's just had a major impact, on a lot of guys. I'm really pleased with Jackson. He really he gives everything he got, and he pushes a lot of people. He's in the practice room, so he's great to have. Also at this weight class is Eric Gobo, freshman from New Jersey. He's another guy that I anticipate moving up. Wouldn't mind putting some weight on him, but right now he's certified at 157, so he'll be helping out at that weight class. 165, Adam Ho comes back. Adam, just a tremendous talent, come out of Blair Academy in Blairstown, New Jersey, last year as a freshman. Was behind the whole time with an injury and sickness. Came back just for the EIW championships last year without wrestling much, and it was just a frustrating season. And he had a great spring and summer, and now he's in a position to really do a great job this year. He looks tremendous, so I'm anxious to see him get going at that weight class. Nick Brazeau is a sophomore, and he's moving up from 157, and he's a tremendous worker. He gives us depth at this weight class. Also at this weight class is another sophomore in Kyle Roy. So it gives us some opportunities to really move some guys around and get some workout partners. Everybody will be pushing for time. 174 pounds, we have junior Brian Penzano, who wrestled the last 2 years for us. He got a lot stronger, matured a lot. So he's going to be tough in that position. We got David Lalo, who's a sophomore, wrestled matches last year, really got a lot of experience last year, and newcomer Ian Roy, a freshman from California. They're all going to be battling. They're going to make each other better. And so that's going to be a good weight class. It's also going to allow us to move some guys to 184 as well, since we only have one guy at 184, in Cameron Croy, a freshman from Tennessee. So it's going to give us some depth in those two weight classes with those 4 wrestlers. Cameron is a great talent coming out of Tennessee, and he looks great. Early on, I'm anxious to get him going on what's going to be a promising college career. The last 2 weight classes, we have 197 pounds Sean Murphy, who's actually been at that weight class for 2 years now. He's a junior, so he's got a lot of experience, and really looking for him to kind of turn the corner. It's about that time to do that, in this year. So, he's become a good leader on the team. Second semester, we're going to have Andrew Knapp come back. He'll be a senior. He got injured last year, rehabbed his knee, came back. He's going to be out of school first semester. He starts second semester. And just a great leader. He's been a leader since, for a long time in this program. He's a co-captain along with Walter. So I can only hope for the best for Andrew. So our leaders on the team are Walter Pepperlin and Andrew Knapp. Walter's actually a sophomore, eligibility-wise is a junior in school, and Andrew is a fifth-year senior. And these guys are extremely passionate, really excited for these guys. They started back in the spring when they got voted, and they really took the team by the horns and led it right through the summer, quite honestly. But what's interesting about this team is I see other people emerge as leaders, and as a coach, a leader of the program, you can only hope for that. And we have people like Corey Jansen coming back, who really has stepped it up. You could tell that not only does he want to win as an individual, but he wants a team to win. And Walter's the same way. And Stephen Keith steps up as being a leader, and Jackson Salavar steps up on making sure we're doing everything off the mat. Michael Sadler, wants to preserve what this program's about and the mission statement, and the academic number 1 in the country GPA, and that's a standard that we want to keep. So Brian Panzano steps up and makes sure we're doing that. It's a fun environment, and these guys are really doing a great job. We don't have 2 captains that just answer to me. We have a group of 20 leaders, which is really exciting. I think I keep telling them great things can happen when that goes on.